Hello everyone, and welcome to today's live video. Today, I have a very interesting old Canadian coin in front of me. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary 5-cent coin, but when we take a closer look, we can see that it has an interesting history, a classic design, and several details that coin collectors should pay attention to. So in today's live, we are not just going to look at this coin from a distance. We are going to examine both sides, look at the date, the design, the lettering, the condition, and the metal composition, and talk about what makes a coin like this interesting to collectors. And if you have old coins sitting in a drawer, a box, or an old collection at home, make sure you stay until the end, because you may start looking at your own coins a little differently after this. First, take a good look at the coin on your screen. This is a Canadian 5-cent coin, and the year 1975 is clearly visible on the reverse. One of the most recognizable features is a beaver in the center of the coin. The beaver is not just a random animal chosen for the design. It has a long history in Canadian coinage and has been featured on the Canadian 5-cent coin for generations. The beaver design was introduced on Canadian 5-cent coins in 1937 and became one of the most recognizable symbols associated with Canadian coinage. Now, look closely at the reverse side. At the top, we can clearly see the words 5 cents. In the center, there is a classic beaver design, sitting on a piece of land or log-like surface. Around the beaver, you can see several small design details that become much more interesting when you examine the coin under good lighting or with magnification. At the bottom, the word Canada is clearly visible, and directly underneath it is a year 1975. When collectors examine an older coin, they do not simply look at the date and immediately decide what it is worth. There are several things that need to be checked first. We look at the denomination, the country, the date, the design, the minting details, the metal composition, and, very importantly, the condition of the coin. We also look for unusual characteristics, possible varieties, and genuine mint errors. Now let's talk about the metal use of this particular period of Canadian 5-cent coins. According to the Royal Canadian Mint, Canadian 5-cent coins from 1955 through 1981 were made with 99.9% nickel. The standard weight for these coins was about 4.54 grams, and the diameter was approximately 21.21 millimeters. So this 1975 coin belongs to an important period in Canadian coinage when the 5-cent piece was made primarily from nickel. That is one of the reasons I find older coins so interesting. Even though this coin is small, it tells us something about the technology, economy, and coin production of its time. When you hold a coin that was produced decades ago, you are holding an object that may have passed through hundreds of hands before eventually becoming part of a collection. Now let's turn the coin over and look at the obvious. Here we can see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. Around the portrait, we can see the lettering Elizabeth II D.G. Regina. This is an important part of identifying the coin because the portrait and lettering connect the coin to a particular period of Canadian history. If you are new to coin collecting, some of this lettering may look complicated at first, but these details are actually very useful. When collectors identify a coin, they pay attention to the entire design, not just the main image. The lettering around the portrait, the position of the date, the denomination, the reverse design, and other small details can all help determine exactly what coin you have. Now let's take another look at the reverse. The beaver design is probably the most recognizable feature of this coin. The beaver has a strong connection with Canadian history and identity, which is why it became such an important symbol on Canadian coinage. You can see the beaver sitting in the center, with 5 cents above it and Canada 1975 below it. And I want you to look closely at the condition of this particular coin. When evaluating an older coin, condition can make a major difference. Collectors look at how much wear is present on the highest points of the design. They examine the beaver, the lettering, the rim, the portrait, and the overall surface. They also look for scratches, dents, discoloration, corrosion, or other damage. On this coin, the major design elements are still clearly visible. We can recognize the beaver, the lettering, the date, and the portrait. But remember, simply being several decades old does not automatically make a coin extremely valuable. Age is only one factor. Rarity, mintage condition, varieties, mint errors, collector demand, and authentication can all play a role in determining collectible value. There is another important detail about the 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin that we should discuss. The Royal Canadian Mint records show that 138,882,000 examples were produced that year. That means we should not automatically call every 1975 example extremely rare just because it is an older coin. However, that does not mean every surviving example is identical. Coins can have very different levels of wear and preservation, and high-grade examples can attract more attention from collectors. This is an important lesson for anyone who is getting into coin collecting. If you find an old coin, don't immediately search for the highest price you can find online, and assume your coin is worth the same amount. First, identify the exact coin, then examine its condition. After that, look for varieties or genuine mint errors. Finally, compare it with reliable coin references and actual market information. Now, let's talk about something that many new collectors accidentally do: cleaning old coins. If you find an old coin and it looks dirty or dull, you may be tempted to polish it or use a household cleaner to make it shiny. I strongly recommend avoiding that. Original surfaces are extremely important in coin collecting. Cleaning a coin improperly can leave scratches, unnatural shine, or other surface damage, and that can reduce its collectible appeal. Instead, handle the coin carefully. Hold it by the edges whenever possible. Keep it away from harsh chemicals, and store it properly. If you want to examine it more closely, use good lighting or magnifying glass rather than trying to aggressively clean the surface. Now, if you have a 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin at home, there are several things you can check yourself. Start with the date. Make sure it clearly reads 1975. Then look at the 5 cents lettering. Examine the beaver and the surrounding design. Turn the coin over and check the Queen Elizabeth II portrait and the surrounding lettering. Then look carefully at the rim and the edge of the coin. If you have a digital scale that can measure accurately, you can also check the weight. You can compare the measurement with the standard specifications for the issue. If you notice a significant difference, that may be a reason to investigate further. But remember, a difference in weight by itself does not automatically prove that you have a rare error coin. The same rule applies to unusual marks. Sometimes collectors see a line, scratch, missing detail, or strange-looking area on a coin and immediately assume it is a mint error. But not every unusual mark is an error. Some marks are caused by circulation, scratches, damage, environmental exposure, or previous cleaning. Genuine mint errors have specific characteristics, so they should be properly identified before making any big claims about rarity or value. Now I want to ask everyone watching this a question. If you found a 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin in your pocket change, what would you check first? Would you look at the date? Would you check the weight? Would you examine the surface with a magnifying glass? Or would you immediately search for its value online? Let me know in the live chat. And if you actually have a 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin, tell me what condition it is in. Is the beaver design still sharp? Is the lettering clear? Is the Queen Elizabeth II portrait well preserved? Do you see any unusual marks, missing details, or other characteristics that look different from a normal coin? This is what makes coin collecting so much fun. You don't have to start with extremely rare or expensive coins. You can start with coins that you find in everyday life. You can learn how to identify them, learn about their history, compare their designs, and slowly develop your eye as a collector. Think about this particular 1975 coin for a moment. It was produced decades ago. At some point, it may have been used in a store. It may have been carried in someone's pocket, placed in a cash register, saved in a jar, or eventually put away in a collection. We don't know its complete story, but that is part of what makes old coins fascinating. A small 5-cent coin can survive for decades and still give us a direct connection to the past. That's why coin collecting is about much more than money. It is also about history, design, craftsmanship, and the stories behind everyday objects. Now let's look at the two sides one more time. On the reverse, we have the famous Canadian beaver design, the denomination 5 cents, the word Canada, and the date 1975. On the obverse, we have the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II surrounded by the traditional lettering. Together, these two sides give us a clear picture of the coin and the era in which it was produced. One thing I really like about this coin is how recognizable the design is. Even someone who is not a serious collector can often look at a beaver and immediately recognize it as a Canadian 5-cent coin. That is a sign of how successful and memorable this design has become. And if you are watching this because you have an old coin collection, I want you to remember something very important. Don't judge a coin only by its age. A coin being old does not automatically make it rare. At the same time, don't throw away an old coin simply because it looks ordinary. Proper identification is always the first step. Take clear pictures of both sides. Look at the date. Check the lettering. Examine the rim and edge. Compare the design with reliable references. If you notice something genuinely unusual, then investigate it further. If you believe you have a potentially valuable variety or error, consider getting an expert opinion rather than relying on a random online claim. So, everyone, today's 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin may look like a simple old 5-cent piece, but when we take a closer look, there's much more to talk about. We have discussed its classic beaver design, the Queen Elizabeth II portrait, the 1975 date, its nickel composition, its production history, its condition, and the important factors collectors should consider when evaluating an older coin. And that is the real beauty of coin collecting. Sometimes a value isn't simply a number printed on a website. Sometimes a real value is a history, the design, the story, and the opportunity to hold a small piece of the past in your hands. So, if you have a 1975 Canadian 5-cent coin at home, take another look at it. Don't clean it aggressively. Don't assume it is extremely valuable just because it is old. Instead, examine it carefully and learn everything you can about it. And now I want to hear from you. Do you have a Canadian 5-cent coin in your collection? What year is it? Does it have the classic beaver design? What condition is it in? And have you ever found an unusual Canadian coin that made you wonder if it could be worth more than its face value? Drop your answers in the live chat, because your coin might even give us an idea for our next video. Thank you so much for joining me today. Keep checking those old coins, keep learning, and keep looking closely, because every old coin may have a story behind it, and sometimes the smallest coins can lead us to the most interesting discoveries. I'll see you in the next live, where we'll take another old coin, examine it from both sides, uncover its history, and see what makes it interesting to collectors. Until then, keep your coin safe, keep searching, and remember, not every old coin is rare, but every old coin has a story.